Yo, guys, we are live. And if you noticed in the thumbnail, of course, earlier today, the Groudon and Growlithe art rares, aka illustration rares for both Storm Esmeralda and Delta Rain, were revealed today and have really turned it around for this set. If you are in my Discord, you would see that we have had several discussions when it comes to the possible SIRs in this set, and they were not looking good. At least they weren't like incredibly popular Pokemon. We did have Mega Galissapod, which some people were like okay with. Um, like they were willing to accept. We do have a Raikou in there that could possibly be the like non-mega SIR. If they do give us that Raikou, this set's gonna be insane because it's already going to these crazy places, man. Let me just share this to the Discord real quick. Where are we? Here we go. And that's that. But yeah, it's starting to look crazy already. Inept, thank you for joining, bro. Um, Divine, what's going on? Storm Esmeralda is going to be a good set. Yeah, I think so. Poke Vend Outlaw, what's going on, bro? Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday night. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Collects, what is going on? Rayquaza is the goal anyways. These SIRs just help reaffirm it's gonna pop off. Well, in reality, for me, right? Maybe not for everyone. For me, I hold Rayquaza and Lugia up at the same like level, the same tier. They're both really cool. They have both done really well in the TCG space. If you look up old, Lugia cards, old Rayquaza cards, they both go insanely crazy. The only difference in the TCG is that we don't have a Lugia Gold Star, which would actually go crazy as well. But this set for a second there was reminding me of something like Silver Tempest, where people weren't exactly so fond of it because it was like a very top heavy set. And no one at the time wanted to acknowledge that Rayquaza as a good card. Now that we're having this set come out, of course, people are all over that card. It's gained some insane value because of the Rayquaza set. But before that, nobody really cared for the Rayquaza, right? It was actually the second most valuable trainer gallery card in the Sword and Shield era, right behind the Stormy V, right, with the Misty. And now it's like doubled in price. Now it's well above that Stormy V. It is for sure the top trainer gallery card in the Sword and Shield era, and it's probably going to stay that way. But for a good while, Silver Tempest was just a Lugia set. For a quick second there, it was looking like this set was just going to be a Rayquaza set, and a lot of people like to complain about that. Look at Phantasmal Flames. Everyone said it was just a Charizard set. It was a very top heavy set. There was nothing else in the set to support it. And now look at the set. The box is doing incredibly well. The Charizard is doing incredibly well. I'm just pointing out that a lot of people like to complain about it. And so it was looking like that situation was going to repeat itself again. But now, oh man, these cards, like it sucks that we don't even have good quality images yet, but yo, um, it's a problem. It's a problem. This card is so good. Oh, I'm sorry. Whenever I scroll, it like pushes me back. This set isn't this card right here. In reality, I think it should have been an SIR. It looks like an amazing illustration rare, but it really should have been an SIR. This card goes crazy. But not only, like every one of these mega sets outside of Ascended Heroes has like one or two illustration rares. We already have the second banger. This is a banger card, guys. This is a banger card. Yeah, this card is insane as well. Very beautiful card. It's got the cute factor. A lot of people like Growlithe because they also like Arcanine. This set is so far looking to be incredibly good, and we don't even know what the Rayquaza looks like yet. We just know it's going to be in like really high demand, right? So it's pretty crazy. I think it's Esmeralda, not Emerald, but yeah, hit the like, please, guys. Hit the like when you join in. I would appreciate it. Thank you for that. Um, Yep, I'm personally piling cash for the Ray Ray set. I think we will have a good chance because the 30th UPCs will come out around the same time. So I think 30th will overshadow Delta Rain. You know, like I can see the reasoning there behind that, but I also see a lot of what we've seen in the past where we think something's going to get overshadowed and we don't realize it till it happens, but the people, not all the people, but a lot of the people in the Pokemon market, it almost feels like they have endless money. I'm not saying that they do, but it feels that way. If you think about all of the distant rivals that kept getting bought up, all the estate heroes, everything just kept getting bought up. It would get eaten up so quickly. If you did the math, I think you'd be astounded to how much money has flooded the Pokemon market in 2025. And the prices aren't, they weren't where they are now in 2025. It's absolutely crazy. So, I would like to think that it's gonna get overshadowed, but I don't know, man. I really don't know. The Pokemon market continues to really surprise me, like really surprise me, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna make a difference that those UPCs are gonna be released at the same exact time. But as always, I could be wrong. I just, I feel like I've seen this happen already. Like I feel like it's replaying in my mind that, you know, while we think certain things are gonna get overshadowed, it's just everything gets bought up. It's everything. I don't feel like up until right now, where the smaller sets are like, falling behind and they're starting to get a little cheaper. I feel like all the other times outside of this summer slowdown, like, there was never anything available. There was never like a really good opportunity. And if there was a good opportunity, it didn't last long. Right. Like I started uh doing these videos that was like best buy of the week. And I think I did it maybe two times because after those two videos, that very next week there was nothing available. That seemed to me as a legit good buy in that week, right? Like I the first video was a banger. It was Ascended Heroes products that were your best bang for your buck when it comes to price per pack, which at the time were the Ascended Heroes poster collection boxes. They were at like 120 for the Gardevoir one and 130 for the Lucario one. They were great value within those boxes, right? And if you were able to afford the case, there was even better value in that. Now that case is at 900 and those poster collection boxes are at like 160. I think they even hit like 170 at some point. So those things climbed so quickly. It's not even funny. Like we didn't have, you know, those opportunities didn't last long is the point, and it tends to be that way. And it hasn't changed like at all. Pokebonks, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, Pokebonks. I always appreciate it. That's fair. I'm buying it anyway, whatever price it will be. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, listen, listen, I said it before. The 30th is so inflated. And I'm gonna be making a video tomorrow. I spent my morning. I literally woke up at 6 a.m. I was supposed to wake up at 5. I woke up at 6 a.m. just to watch that guy that's been ripping the 30th, just to watch the rip and ship and see what the pull rates are like. And I think they're really gonna surprise you. That's all I'm gonna say because that's gonna be good for the video tomorrow. Um, but seeing that the pull rates there and stuff, the 30th looks even more inflated now than it did before. And I had already expressed before that I'm not gonna be settling for the prices that we have available right now for the 30th unless they drop down dramatically. I will say, like, of course, the 30th is still a great set. If you can buy it at a decent price and hold it for years down the line, for sure. Like, buy it, hold it, put it away. These anniversary sets tend to take time to like perform, which is fine. But if you can buy it at a good value, a good price, I mean, um, then you'll have no problem, right? You just set it and forget it, but just realize you're gonna have to hold it for years, which is supposed to be the goal for long-term investors. But People tend to forget it and they end up becoming flippers instead of long-term investors. Um, but that's what's going to have to happen. And so right now, I'm not exactly focusing on the 30th unless I get some really good deals. Outside of that, I am literally looking just at this race set. And in reality, I'm actually looking at the last three sets that just came out. These last three sets that everybody's complaining about, I feel like are going to give us even better opportunities than whatever's there now. I literally hope that people continue to trash these sets. Like, please continue trashing Chaos Rising, continue trashing Pitch Black, because those two sets in particular, I'm not really fond of Perfect Order, but at a certain price point, it doesn't even matter how I feel about Perfect Order. It's going to be a good buy. It really won't matter. And if you saw my last video, which YouTube is absolutely screwing me, it's not pushing the videos at all. I went from like 1.5 to somewhere between 1.5 to 2.5K videos. And this happened to me before and it's happening again. I went to 400 views in that last video. I don't know what's happening with the algorithm. I don't know what it's doing, but it's not pushing my videos. Well, in my last video, I basically pointed out what I felt is happening in this very moment that we basically saw happen years ago, where history seems to be repeating itself. We had a Stellar Crown, Temporal Forces, Paradox Rift, Scarlet Violet Base, um, Shrouded Fable. What else are all the other sets that people trashed that were available at 90, 100, $110, rode its way up to $160, and nobody wanted to acknowledge these sets? And they all basically doubled and tripled in price in comparison to where they were before. So now Perfect Order hits MSRP 150, 160. I think that for me, that's a good buy. I'm not even trying to think about whether I like the set or not. Pokemon just performs. And so that's what I'm going to be looking at for now. It's going to be Perfect Order, Chaos, and Pitch Black, especially at great prices like we're seeing right now. And then I will be very willing to just skip the 30th, especially if these prices are inflated, and look towards that race set in November. Because that is going to be a good hold right there. That's going to be a great set to hold. Yes, sir. I just picked up one case of Chaos and one of Pitch Black for MSRP. Nice. I have one of each myself. I definitely let everybody know that I did pick up one of each. And so, whether people see it or not, one thing that I've mentioned in a lot of my videos is that there are many times where opportunities are present, but those opportunities are only present to those people that choose to see it. The people that choose to say, I don't want Chaos Rising, it's not that good, or I don't want Pitch Black, I don't like the Dark Ride, like, then it's not for you. You're choosing not to see it. You're looking at it as a Pokemon collector, which in a sense you should, but at the same time you shouldn't, because all the bad sets that collectors hated are still moving. They're still progressing. They're still gaining value. We saw that happen with every single one of the Scarlet and Violet sets that everyone hated. We saw it happen with Sun and Moon sets that are actually trash in comparison to Scarlet and Violet sets. I'm not talking about the top big ones. I'm not talking about Team Up, Cosmic Eclipse, Unbroken Bonds. I'm talking about the other ones that are in there. There's many other sets, whether it's base, whether it's any other set in Sun and Moon that aren't those top tier ones. They just don't compare. And they've all performed. Right? That's the funny part. They've all performed, even though they don't compare to what we have now in Scarlet and Violet, which is insane to think about, right? And then even what we have here in the Mega Block. Like, the sets are just better. They are. Fusion Strike, people hated that set at first. Yeah, for sure. I heard that story so many times. I've heard that story so many times. Look at Shrouded Fable, that outperformed Prismatic in games. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Prismatic will do well long term. It will age really well. It will most likely have a higher ceiling than Shrouded Fable, but in this short span of time, Shrouded Fable for sure outperformed Prismatic. And that's the point that I'm trying to get at here. Like, all these sets that everyone hated are the sets that I'm now looking at. And I really hope that people continue to hate these sets. Like I said several times in my last video, are we talking about profits or not? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Right? I'm going to look at this live with you guys because I was actually out with my nephew today. So I didn't look at the market whatsoever. let's see what pitch black is at today. It was at 202 yesterday, I believe, or 204. We're at 201. It dropped a little bit. It seems like people are liking this set a little better than Chaos Rising and Perfect Order, at least from what the market price is looking like. People are buying it at $200. They're feeling like it's a good buy at this price point. But it is still pretty new, right? It's only been out for what, 10 days, a week and a half. Give it a little more time. I was told the second wave of Pitch Black was actually being shipped out a few days ago, or like 3 days ago. So, once that wave comes in and people continue to list those and want to sell them, it might get even lower, right? So, and then the other one that I really do like is Chaos Rising. Like, I like the whole evolution line. Let's see where this is at now. It was at 174. It actually bounced back. It was at 174 and has bounced back to 185. At some moments here, somewhere here, it was at 174. It must have happened in the same exact day, and then it just shot up. That's why it's registering it this way. 185 for Chaos Rising. So it did bounce back right now. Look at that. Look at that. But still really affordable in comparison to all the other sets. Like, like if how many of you guys would not take these sets if they were like a different name? If you could get Paradox Rift at 200, would you not take it? It might not be the greatest set in the world, but you would instantly gain $90 profit on top of that, right? I think it's at like 290 right now, or 293, somewhere around there. 292.53, you would gain a 50% increase, almost right there, just under 50%. Would you not want Obsidian Flames at $200? Would you not want Obsidian Flames at $185 like Chaos Rising? This is like $300 and something for a box that was hated, right? 385. And then, you know what I've heard more often than not? Oh, the top chase of the set, it isn't the most expensive. It's not $500. Why is this top chase 115 and the second chase in at $40.52? If that was like the biggest deal in the world, why is the box why has it done so well? What are we at again? Why is it $385? Pretty funny to me. Temper Force is over 300. Stellar Crown well over 300. Shrouded, we already know, has done incredibly well. I think it's like at like $120, $130. It's crazy. Crazy. Like the sentiment, the emotions that come through here, like, I get it, but at the same time, we have to look at it through a different lens as well. We know that there have been many other sets that we did not like and performed well. So I think that says it all, right? I don't think we have to think too hard. Dios, what's going on? I still hate Fusion Strike. Jesus, what's going on, bro? Thank you for stopping by. What's up, man? Jesus, come back in 2030. I'm not ready. Oh my God. Dios is the biggest troll. He's so funny. I also hate Fusion Strike, but I love that I own Fusion Strike. But I actually, the Gengar, even though people love that Gengar, and I do like Gengar, I don't absolutely love that Gengar. To me, it's like okay. I don't know why I feel like that about it, but it's like okay to me. What I really do like at a Fusion is the Espeon sleeping on top of that house. I do like the Celebi in it as well. So it does have some banger cards in there for me. But it's just funny to hear this happen, right? Wait a second. Did I miss one? My favorite? My favorite, Journey Together. All the trash that was talked about Journey Together, the last booster box that was available at MSRP from the start, $274. My goodness. I must be in an alternate universe. Lord, have mercy. I'm just saying. Jesus got you. I'm just saying, Lord have mercy. That Journey Together is $274, but it's one of the most hated sets ever. I'm just saying. Like, what are we talking about here? So I'm going to be looking at those three sets. For those people that are just arriving into the live, I'm just talking about what I'm focusing on right now, which is Pitch Black and Chaos Rising and Perfect Order at the right price. What is Perfect Order at right now? I know I just stopped sharing the screen. I'm just going to look at it right now and just shout it out. Oh, it bounced back. I have not looked at the market today. Perfect order bounced back to $182. And this is what I'm saying. Like this opportunity, like, is only available to those that see it. And as much as people trashed Chaos Rising, I'm pretty sure you guys watch Rudy, right? Alpha Investments, right? The supposed to be top Pokemon holder investor in the United States of America. Did he not just buy like 1,000 Chaos Rising ETBs because the price dropped on it? I'm just saying, it didn't take Rudy to convince me, but like maybe it convinced some people. It's crazy. Concept, what is going on, brother? Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate you guys. We all have a mid set we like and stick up for. LOL Paradox Rift Crew here. Oh my gosh. You know, Paradox is the set that I probably like the least. It's for me, it's like next to Stellar Crown, I guess. I don't know. But I do love the Kanto starters in Stellar Crown. I do love that they seem to like connect with the Charmander from City of Flames from the promo. So I do like that. But out of all of these sets, the one I like the least is Paradox. I do like the Groudon, but then there's a lot of cards in there that I don't like. I don't know, man. I'm back and forth with Paradox. I do like the Groudon. I do like the Altaria. I do like the Rolling Moon, but Rudy fixing to case them bad boys up in his old Hidden Fates cases. Yeah, he did say that. He did say he was gonna protect them in old cases. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just think about that. Like, you don't have to think that hard. Everybody makes it so complicated. Oh, the top chase isn't that gold. Oh, that Pokemon isn't loved. What are we talking about here, man? Paradox Rift is a great example for that. It's at 290 something dollars. Journey Together was trashed. It's $275. Temporal Forces till this day gets trashed. It's over $300. Right? So I'm going to be focusing on those sets. If I can get them locally, which I have seen Pitch Black buy me for 190, I might actually be contacting some people tomorrow about that. So, um, yeah, I'm going to take advantage, you know? That's just me. That is really just me. You know, a lot of people keep talking about the crash. I mean, I keep hearing it, and I'm not going to mention names, but just today, I saw an Instagram story and the guy was like, you know, you guys are not ready. If you think that this is the crash, like you guys are not ready for a real bear market. Watch what's going to happen next. I'm telling you, watch what's going to happen next. It's like in my mind, I'm like, what is going to happen next? The 30th is right around the corner. The Rayquaza set is coming out right after that. Aurora Seeker with Lucario in it is coming out after that. Another incredibly popular Pokemon. And then we have Mega Parade, where people are suspecting we're going to have a team up style mega set. What is going to happen after that? Are you trying to tell me you think it's going to crash? Because I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think that picking up booster boxes at these prices is not a bad play. Not only that, haven't we been hearing that supposedly Pokemon is trying to pull back on printing booster boxes? We already got the second wave for Pitch Black. Every set that we've gotten a second wave for, we don't get any more for. Same thing happened with Mega Evolution. Same thing, Phantasmal Flames. Perfect Order got 2 waves. I haven't heard anything else about that. Chaos Rising. I think the second wave was coming around in line with Pitch Black. Haven't heard anything about that, even though it's kind of new. We haven't heard anything about more waves coming. So if these don't get reprinted because of the lack of booster boxes, or they're pulling back on producing booster boxes, I mean, I don't know. These prices are a buy for me. You guys can do whatever you want, but you know, if you're going to be investing into Pokemon, I think for me, it's worth looking at these almost very similar to stocks, and not just something that I connect to emotionally. Because then you start doing this thing where you're set picking. You're only buying into Ascended Heroes. You only buy Prismatic. You only buy um, Destined Rivals. And you know, I said it before, and I'll say it again. You know, a lot of these products at certain price points, they're gonna have time. They're gonna have trouble growing. You know, I'm happy that I have Destined Rivals and I picked up a decent amount of it, but I do know, and I can acknowledge that it's gonna have trouble growing past this point. Even though it will get somewhere, like I said before, these top tier sets will have higher ceilings, but they will take time getting there. Now these smaller sets, lower ceilings, but they're probably going to get there a tad bit faster, and I'm cool with that. Percentage gains. We were talking about that a lot in the Discord. Drunken Ninja. I don't think he's here in the chat, but he was bringing that up a lot. Instead of bringing up the dollar value, percentage gains is something to be focusing on, which is a very smart thing to be saying. He is also a LGS owner, so speaking from experience. I think these boxes bounce right back to 2230. LGSs can't dump them forever. Yeah, 100%. Now, a lot of people keep in mind, and for example, if you look at the Poca office, if you look at one of his most recent videos, he was telling you like his plan for the 30th or something like that. He realized he ordered too much pitch black. And I think a lot of people, in reality, I don't think he ordered too much pitch black. I just think he ordered too much pitch black now that he realizes how much he really wants or will need for the 30th. I think that's really what happened. Like the realization set in. And I think that's happening with a lot of people. Everybody wants to sell off their stuff so they can afford the 30th. I've seen Instagram posts where people are saying, should I buy more Ascended Heroes or should I hold for the 30th? Like everybody's just trying to dump everything for the 30th. So bamboozle Rudy. Rudy bought up like 60K worth of ETBs. He three it out there. He's buying Chaos ETBs for 55, 60 each, no less than 100 ETBs. Yeah, I mean, he's a beast, right? But the point is, you still have to see the value in the product, right? If he was, considering how his emotions felt about it, he probably wouldn't have bought, right? I guess if he was, saying things like everybody else on the internet where they're trashing Chaos Rising, right? Exactly. Sealed is running. Don't overthink. Buy booster boxes. Yeah, for sure. I'm telling you, that's where I'm going. And that's why I made that video the other day. At these prices, it's just like a no-brainer to me. It's my opinion, but we'll see how that plays out. I went to a show I normally go to every month, and they were buying sealed. They weren't buying sealed at all, just bulk. Wow, that's odd. So the vendors weren't buying sealed, you're saying. But I think it's also something to consider that these vendors are not investors. Vendors in reality are flippers with a badge and a table. If you think about it, they want to buy up a collection today at 75, 80% and sell it tomorrow for 100%. They're not in it for those long-term gains. I mean, I know some people are, but most of those vendors just want a quick flip. They want to keep churning and burning. They want to keep making money. They want to keep getting that 20% every single show. So he threw it out in his last videos. LOL. I don't. What did he throw out? I'm lost there. Sorry. And that with the Rockets. I've seen cases of DR booster boxes, but they get ripped to put in vending machines. Wow. Single packs. Well, they're storing it. That's like a business for them. I think Chaos will be good for the long run. ETBs look good for display, and a lot of people like the Greninja. I think it's really cool. I think the PC ETBs look really cool. And it's funny because you can actually display them in various ways. And what I mean by that is that you can actually put the PC ETB upside down, and Greninja would now be right side up. So you can play with it however you want. It's a great display piece, in my opinion. Greninja is one of the coolest Pokemon out there. Drunk, there he is. What is going on, bro? Thank you for stopping by, man. Safari Zone is buying bulk for 35 per 1,000. Okay, I mean, there is clearly money in bulk. It's actually why I stopped selling my bulk. But at the same time, I do need to figure out what to do with it because I have a lot of it, and it's taking up space that sealed could be sitting in. So I gotta figure that out. Maybe some vendors wouldn't, but the case wasn't buying, and the cafe what? The cafe sets prices for the whole building and vendors basically. Cage. I don't know. What do you mean by cage? Is that like I don't know, a team? Is that their name? The Cage? Misspelled. Yeah, I know. I was trying to read it. 3 was supposed to be through. Basically, Rudy was advertising he was buying. That's all, bro. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But it's Rudy wasn't simply, first off, Rudy's always buying. Um, but Rudy wasn't simply advertising that he was buying. He was advertising that he was buying at these prices. He kept saying, "You don't want it? I'll buy it." Especially at these prices where things are dropping. Like it's like everyone else says, everyone that's been successful says it all the time. Buy when people don't want. Like when people don't want it, buy. That's the time to buy. It's not when everybody wants it and everything is like shooting to the moon and you're trying to catch it on the way up. That's not when you're supposed to be trying to buy. One thing I don't do is try to find the bottom. That's one. And the next thing I do, if it does hit the bottom, I wait for it to rebound and see where it settles, and then I'll make a move on that. But just things like that that you I think people should be keeping in mind. Like the building has like a certain main vendor and they keep everything in a cage. Okay, I got you. I get it. That I've never seen that before. That's news to me. I wonder why. Or I guess to reduce theft. That kind of sucks. But I guess it works out for the vendors. It's safe that way. Um, but yeah, if I was vending and I'm buying at percentages, especially these new booster boxes, yeah, I am buying in this dip at percentage. Hell yeah. I don't know what they weren't buying, but that's definitely not how I'd be going about it. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. My fiance tends to think I am, so maybe she's right. But yeah, guys, what do you think about being that the thumbnail is what it is? I wasn't trying to clickbait anyone in here. It just the discussions just tend to go left sometimes. What do you guys think about the Rayquaza set? Is it now an S tier set? And I'm saying that because if we're being legit about where are we? Let's go to Poke Beach real quick because the main set was revealed there, right? If we look at what was available, um, when it comes to what could possibly be an SIR, um, we didn't have the greatest options given to us here. I'm just gonna find them so that we could see. I guess we'll start at the top, right? Okay, there's that. Uh, I forgot what this Pokemon's name is. Is that this page is taking a little long to load today? What's up? All right. So okay, let me just get back to the comments before I lose track. They had signs up only buying bulk. Sorry. Oh, I got you. I got you. I wonder why. Like I said, a lot of them like to flip. Hoping SPC stay at current prices for a bit or drop so I can load up. Yeah, I mean, I bought my two cases, um, and I think that's decent right now. More SPCs would not hurt. They would not hurt whatsoever. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't hate to have a few more. Yeah, buy at the bottom, wait for it to get turned through. Pokemon used to be a long game, just a few years. They hit the turbo for value increase. Yeah, one thing that I did point out in my last video that I hope people really do take into consideration, the fact that these first off, ripping shippers are still ripping these boxes, right? Because people do want to rip these sets. People are gonna have these booster boxes available to them at decent prices, which means that they're gonna rip these boxes. Whether they want to keep them sealed or rip them, they're taking them off the market, making it so there's less available. So now you got to consider the scarcity play into these sets that people don't like and the opportunity to buy them at these prices. I think a lot of that, works together, as one whole like cycle, like a whole like ecosystem here, the way things get eaten up. And a lot of these boxes, when they get so expensive, people are not willing to buy. They don't take them off the market. They're not willing to rip them. But at these prices, everything is game. Ripping, buying to keep sealed, like ripping shippers. Yes, I am hoping we get Kyogre as well. I did say that in my Discord. If we get Kyogre in this race set, man, it could be real crazy, to be honest. Because we still don't have the SIRs revealed. The Rayquaza is probably going to be a banger. And we're gonna look through even the EXs to look at the possibilities here. I haven't seen enough to really judge it, but it's probably going to be a really top heavy, maybe like Paldean Fates. You think? I mean, okay, so we already have the the uh the illustration rares that got revealed today, right? Which I know for a fact that you saw because you're on Instagram and TikTok. I know you saw them, right? So we already have these two that got revealed, which Groudon we can all agree is a banger. He looks sick, like just the lava just pouring on him. The Growlithe is also a banger as well. Very beautiful card, very popular Pokemon as well. It's a really cute card. People are going to want this card for sure. And then moving on to what I was saying was to look at the main set, right? So we already know we're going to have a Rayquaza. What it's going to look like, we have no idea. I guess we can gauge a little bit from what the EX design looks like. But we do have EXs, which, of course, all SIRs have EXs, right? So we do have the Mega Galissapod. This card, it could potentially be really good. Like the Galissapod from Scarlet and Violet is a really nice card. Um, and this one could actually be really, really cool. Underrated Pokemon, in my opinion. It could be really cool. The worst thing that could happen is that we get this Rotom, this Heat Fire Rotom as an SIR, which I would absolutely hate. We've had enough Rotom V's. We don't need any more. Another Arcanine illustration rare wouldn't hurt, but the possibilities with the EXs, I think this is mega wishy-washy. Correct me if I'm wrong. This one, I don't know how much of a banger it would be as in SIR, but the Pokemon doesn't really like. I don't really like it too much. But the other EX here, the other possibility is the Raikou. So if we do get a Raikou SIR, it would be absolutely nuts to be paired up with the Rayquaza, right? The Raikou, I think the Raikou and the Galissapod would be decent. At least with the Galissapod would be decent to be paired up with the Rayquaza as an SIR. Of course, we're going to get like 6 SIRs. A few will be trainers. We also have the Mega Golurk. I don't know what that would be like. This EX here looks a little odd with all this stuff, this designing to have on it, but maybe it'll be a good card. The Mega Golurk, the Golurk from Evolving is pretty nice as well. So those are your options for SIRs. Those are literally all your options for SIRs. Also, and Mega Malamar. I forgot about Mega Malamar. Another option. So we could have potentially some decent ones. We don't know exactly which ones are going to be selected. And I would assume that possibly the design of the Mega Rayquaza, I guess, going to be similar to something like this, but I'm pretty sure they're going to do a much better job than whatever this looks like here, So, and the Talonflame as well. So, yeah, those are the options. So, if we keep getting banger IRs, if we do get a Kyogre, if we get the Raikou, if we get some of these other cards, this could be real crazy, to be honest. So I don't think it's going to be like too top heavy. Even now with those illustration rares, it's already looking pretty good. S tier, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You know how I feel about the Ray being okay gay. What the hell? Oh my goodness. SPC gang. Yeah, PokePen we've been having several discussions on the side about the SPCs. I have 16 SPC right now and 1 case, but I want more. Yeah, I think they're great. I don't know how long they're going to take to move. We've had a decent amount of them continuing to come to the market. I keep getting notifications, or I have in the past week, from Target dropping them. I think they dropped on Walmart as well. So the product has to get eaten up. One of the things to consider, somebody mentioned hoping that the price point for the SPCs stays so they can load up more. I think you should really be hoping so that people can eat up the product. The product that's available needs to get eaten up so that the product can actually move. That should be the main reason. Yes, we want to buy up more and load up more, but we definitely need, more than anything, the product to get eaten up so that it can actually move. Because if not, it's going to be flat for a little while. If it gets the Kyogre IR with the Groudon IR, the set will do good. 2 good IRs and the Mega Ray will be zooming. Yeah, the Growlithe is already a really good looking card. The Growlithe and Groudon are already two great looking illustration rares. I'm looking forward to another leak tomorrow because they tend to like drop these out like sporadically. So hopefully we get something else that's nice. The only thing I'll tell you what, guys, the only thing that I don't like about what's happening right now is that we're getting the Rayquaza, the Storm Esmeralda really early at the end of this month, and we're not getting Delta Rain up until November. And if this set, for example, normally, I'm gonna give you a better example because I'm gonna reword it. So normally, for example, like with Pitch Black, what I did was I put in my pre-order when I saw the Japanese cards leaked. The pre-orders were already available because we do know that the English tends to follow like a month after the Japanese set gets revealed. So I was able to put the pre-order in once I saw the leaks get dropped, not giving the sellers enough time to adjust their pricing or make them more expensive, right? Now with this set, if this set is just a banger and it takes off everywhere, we're not going to have an opportunity to pre-order this early. So they're going to be able to adjust their pricing however they want, and that's the disadvantage that we're at right now. That is something that I've been thinking about. If this happened to have been a normal circumstance where the Rayquaza set's going to come out a month later, we probably already have pre-orders available right now, and that's clearly not the case. Um, yeah, it doesn't make sense not to buy it. Guess they made a huge purchase. They have to flip. Yeah, 100%. Um, I walked in my Barnes and Nobles at 9:20 a.m. in the morning and just got off work and got an SPC of Prismatic Evolutions on Saturday, the last one for 140. Wow, that is insane. I haven't been to a Barnes and Nobles in such a long time. That's nuts, though. Holy crap. Good for you, man. Wow. I mean, we will probably get all the cards Tuesday or so. Set comes out Friday, so we don't have to be waiting long at all. Yeah, I mean, like I said, at this point, we are at a disadvantage because if this set is a banger, who knows? Depending on what like the temperament is with the hobby, with the 30th being released at the time, like if the hobby is hot, if the market's hot, like that pre-order is going to be insane. Like you're going to be looking at probably a minimum of like a $1,500 case, minimum. When in a situation like right now during this slowdown, you could have possibly looked at a $1,200 case or maybe a $1,300 case. Um, yeah, decent percentage right there. That's like a 20% difference. So we dig into Flubber Mew. What do you think about Groudon? I like Paradox Rift better. You know, I don't know. I like them. I like the Paradox Swift one. I really do, but I really like this Groudon. Personally, I really like it. That blue Mew looks horrible, man. It's. I thought it was fake, but now it's looking like it's real, and now it's just like real and ugly. Like I don't like it at all, man. Like I don't like any of it. The only thing that I do like about it is that if I pull it, it's worth something. You know, that's the only thing. I think it's all over Twitter still, right? Or Instagram or something like that. Um, Aside from that, I don't really know how to find it. Oh my god. Here. Oh, I found it right away. This is a horrible image though. Let's look for another one. Another one worth the stream. Oh, let's show, Inept is in the stream. So let's show off his post real quick. Inept showing his really cool Rayquaza Spirit Link and the Mewtwo Spirit Link. These cards are pretty cool actually. Like he showed the one in English and Japanese. This one looks way better. Japanese looks way better. The way that the hollow is on there, and then this is the Mewtwo Spirit Link. Looks sick. Inept on TikTok. I mean Twitter. And look at all these punches. Like, why does this random stuff pop up on my YouTube? I mean, my Twitter. I don't even search for it. Like, why? What is that? Weird stuff pops up on my thing all the time. 30th anniversary of Rayquaza. What are you talking about? And this is the guy that I was watching, so I'm going to be talking about this. Oh, I didn't see this one. That's pretty cool. Once again, I have a video about the pull rates when it comes to the 30th. That looks pretty good, guys. I'm not gonna lie, these gold borders actually look good. They do look good. I did see these cards get pulled. Where where is this thing, man? You see what I'm saying? Like, what is up? I look at Pokemon and this thing is so weird. Twitter is shot. See, look at my following. Look at what I'm following. Why is it giving me all that stuff? That's so crazy. Where's this Mew? Where is this Mew? Is it on Poke Beach? Let's see if it's on Poke Beach. No, it's not. Anybody know exactly? Look, Pokebonk says click on following. It still shouldn't be there, man. It still should not be there at all, bro. Um, where's the Mew, bro? Mew. Here we go. That was easy. Right, like this card, guys. I'm sorry, it does not look good, man. That card does not look good. You guys, let me know what you think. The only thing about the card, like I said, for me, is that if I pull it, it's worth something. That is all. Nothing else. It says daylight. I didn't see this. I'm gonna click on this next. Daylight Pikachu has been pulled. This is such a beautiful card. I'm gonna click on that next. But yeah, let me know, guys. You guys like this Mew? Let me know. I've been watching Desperato's ETB price race to the bottom with botters undercutting each other. I mean, they're still making a profit, but they're definitely dropping that price down. Felt like I hit the jackpot. Nice. Got a feeling Destined ETB are going to hit distro next week, and we're going to get a shot at cheap ETB cases. Nice. That would be real nice. Trash. Thanks, bro. Of course, Inept. Come on, bro. Come on. Fire cards. You know, Inept does post on both Twitter and Instagram as well. Click on following. Yeah. Gold Gang. The cards do look good in gold. Pool rates do seem very good, which is really nice to see. You can search 30th anniversary RGB Mew. Yeah, I already found it. Rev, what is going on, bro? What is going on? Welcome to the stream, man. Until I see it in person, I think it's weird looking. It is really weird looking. I don't like it at all right now. I don't like it at all. I don't. It looks the card looks trash and AI. Yeah. Oh, Inept, did you run that little AI thing that you had? That's a pretty cool tool. Did you? But I don't think this is AI though. I don't. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I actually watched the streamer today. I watched him for hours, ripping packs. So I like it. It's better than the sparkly one from the Fusion. There is every single Mew, in my opinion, in Fusion is better than this one. That's just me. Yeah, ugly. Mew looks like one piece card. Yeah, I don't like it at all. Oh yeah, I try to post literally everywhere when I can. Yeah, he's there. Painter, you are correct. I pull it and selling. Yeah, requires a hunting only. Yeah, 100%. Me too. Only way to pull that card, the RGB rarity, is supposed to be in God packs. Well, this one was not a God pack, I don't think. If we look at the video before, I believe there's a video. No, sorry, there was a video here where the one that has the mouse hold is the video. This one, it's not a God pack, but this is it. Um, no God pack, and the Pikachu at the end, that those like glitter Pikachu's are always there. Every single pack, every card is hollow. They're all hollow always. And once again, not a God pack. And here it is. And then behind this, if you continue watching the video, which we're gonna let it play, I'm so glad you guys can't hear this because this streamer is one of the most annoying streamers I've ever heard in my life. He screams so much, it's insane. And you guys might even hear it. No, it's not registering. Good. You don't hear it through the mic. Yeah, this guy is one of the most annoying streamers I've ever come across. Probably the worst. So, and there goes the Pikachu in the back, right here. That Pikachu's always there. Like at least one of them. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a God pack. It's supposed to be 1 in 10,000. It doesn't make sense. Somebody argued it in Anon's um, video, and Anon tried to make it seem like this guy had ripped 5,000 packs. It's not true. It's not true because Apparently, this guy had 900 binder collections, which is all he ripped, which is why every time somebody won the wheel, it's a wheel that he's running, which is insane. This guy made so much freaking money. It's insane. Um, so he's only ripping binder collections, and apparently he had 900 of them. So that puts you at 4,500. He had not gotten anywhere close to that $5,000 point or 4,500 point when he pulled that card. It was really early on, and I don't know how people can get a number of 1 in 10,000 without having actually ripped 10,000 packs. But whatever, people will say what they say. Sold 1,500 in sports stuff to increase my Rayquaza position. Yeah, you've been doing that for a while. You've been trading those in. Just posted 2 of the race. I did see that. I think Rev would appreciate the showing the singles that he's bought on the live. Does it let me just? This is one right here. He bought another one of these, which is the Evolving Skies, I believe. Full art. Is this or is this not? No, that's not the Evolving Skies full art. That's a different one, isn't it? That's not it. Isn't this? Is this from Roaring Skies? Is this one from Roaring Skies? He did show this one, and he also bought this one right here, which I believe he's been wanting for some time. Actually, it looks like it's got some play, but it's still going to rise in value regardless by the time the set comes out. But yeah, so I don't know. The card that Mew looks horrible. I'm not gonna lie. If I pull that Mew, the moment I pull it, I'm selling it. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I think it'll be a little hard to pull. I mean, a little hard to sell because um I think people are not gonna know how to price that card properly. Now that I'm thinking about it, it may be worth holding a little bit, or it may be worth doing something crazy like listing it on eBay and seeing if somebody bites. Because yeah, it's just how do you price that? How do you price that right now? So this is the other card that I was talking about, the Daylight Pikachu that they're calling it. Because Umbreon is not in here, so they're calling it Daylight. Espeon is here, Sylveon. Really, really nice card as well. Really, really nice, actually. So the 30th is a banger set for sure. It really is a good set. Also, these were printed in the Netherlands factory. That's why they were able to get out. Also, the God Packs is for the US only. Really? That sounds odd. Why would the God Packs only be in the US? Doesn't that sound weird though? I haven't heard that with anything else. Their Prismatic is the same everywhere. Ascended Heroes is the same everywhere. That's weird. Is it Poke Oz? No, it's Poke Oz, like Australia, like AUS. Does it show his name here? Does it show his name? I'm gonna see if I'm signed into Whatnot on here. I don't remember if I am or not, but I might be. I am. All right, so let me at least look up his name so that we could find him real quick, and you could just see the spelling of his name because I think there might be an underscore or something like that there. Was this him? I believe this might have been him. Yeah, I believe this was him. He was saying that he doesn't have any more though, and you can't buy anyways because he's in Australia, and it doesn't allow him to ship to the US. So this was him, Poke Oz, AUS. I'm pretty sure. No, that's not him because I'm not following him. Sorry. Why did it come up when I searched him up in my thing here? Um, why is he not coming up in my followed? That's odd. It should just be my people who I'm following. Followed hosts. Here he is. Poke Oz hits. This was him. This was him. So if you do want to watch Poke Oz, like I said, like I spelled it, and then it's underscore hits. I knew I saw an underscore there. So he said he doesn't have any more 30th. So um I don't know what he'll have, but he did say he was eventually gonna have, and it sounds like he was gonna get it early again. It sounds like he was gonna have ETBs, UPCs, booster, like everything. So, but at the end of the day, in the US, we can't buy it. The only place these packs are pulled from him, theft. He didn't, I don't know if he stole them or not. He was trying to make it seem like he didn't. Um, and I think Anon was also trying to say that they weren't stolen. And he was trying to say that Pokemon, not Anon, this guy or somebody was, I forgot which one of the two it was. How about that? Because I'm not remembering everything. One of them was saying that this guy received them because Pokemon wanted him to sell them. I don't know. I don't know, but they're not going to admit that they stole them. But I also would imagine stealing 900 binder collections would be really hard. I think a case comes with 6. So how do you steal that many cases? That would be really hard. Just saying what Anand said on his video. In the older videos, he said there was a special rarity that we haven't seen yet and wouldn't melt our brains. Yeah, I don't know why it would melt our brains because it looks like shit. Maybe it's because it looks so bad that it's rotting our brains from the inside out because that thing looks horrible. Once again, it's gonna have some value. Hopefully, if we can find a way to value these cards, like I said, if I pull it, I might put it on eBay for a lot of money. Just seeing if somebody bites. Side note, your lives are always such a good time. Keep it up. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, this is all, what's so great about the live streaming, that this is really hanging out with the boys. And I say this all the time. And I know that to some people it sounds like corny, but I really don't care. I don't have any close friends that like Pokemon remotely close to how much I like Pokemon. So this will, for a good while until things change, will be the closest I'll ever be to having friends that also like Pokemon. So I treat it just as that. This is how I'd be. Like, what you're getting now is literally what you'd get if you knew me. Aside from extra funny crap that I do, because I do joke around a lot. I just don't joke around here too much because I don't know. People take things the wrong way. People are a little more sensitive than you would expect. But for the most part, this is what you're getting. Like, this is what you get in person. So that's how I treat it. But thank you, man. I do appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. Pull Express to BGS or PSA first will be huge. That's true too. That's true too. Me, flip cards fast. Gotta catch that lightning in a bottle with new cards. 100%. You're right. You guys are 100% right. That's why you're in the Discord. This week we will find out just how big Delta Rain will be. Yeah, I cannot wait, man. Like I almost feel like I wish I would blink and just like wake up to the moment where things drop. I really want to know what's going on with that. A non-TCG is wrong more than right. I don't know, man. This is why there's certain things that I won't say, because without legit like proof of things, I do not like to bring that stuff up. Like this Mew. I did make a video, a little like reel on Instagram about it, like about how I thought it was fake. Because a lot of the things just weren't lining up, and the truth is that they weren't. Right, the Mew is not a Mew EX. Every single thing that we have here is an EX. For some reason, that one is not an EX. It didn't have the 30th stamp. It was supposed to be 1 in 10,000. There was nowhere close to 10,000 packs being ripped, and it also didn't have a card list number. Every card, even secret rares in the past, have all had a card list number. They just tend to have one above what's released to us, right? And it didn't have that. So to me, it didn't make sense for it to be real. But I also indicated that we'll have to see. If we see more of this card, we'll be able to legitimize it a little bit more, and we'll be able to know that it's real. But yeah. Even if you get them from an LGS, they are stolen because they can't break the street date. What if Pokemon needed to do a recon because the card said fuck? Yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't know. The guy was just trying to make it seem like he was justifying it, is what I'm saying. Whether that was true or not is a whole different story. I do believe that it's possibly that it was stolen. Well, maybe you know what? Maybe it wasn't stolen. Maybe he got it legit and he was not supposed to reveal it because I just can't see how somebody stole 900 binder collections, man. And he said he's going to be getting more. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with that, but he definitely should have been releasing it this early. Inside job, printing in the Netherlands, security likely not as big. Possibly, very possibly. Met someone that was on Whatnot and pulled both Mewtwo and Mew Futuristic Rare, and the pre-sale on them is crazy. The Mewtwo and Mew, where is that? All right, let's. I guess it's time to go to eBay, right? Mew 30th. I'm just writing Mew 30th. I don't know how they're listing them. Um, I don't see anything for the Mew. Just share this with you guys so you guys don't get bored of just looking at my neck while I'm looking up at the screen. Yeah, I don't see anything about the Mew. I did see like a fan art here, which is clearly not the price. It's $20 fan art. Um, does it have a number? If it had a number, it'd be a little easier. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at sold. Did it sell? If you McDonald, if you saw them listed somewhere, can you at least tell us where? And if it's on eBay or whatever, tell us like how it was spelled so I could find it. Just trying to see if I can locate it real quick. All I'm seeing is 30th celebration stuff, so I don't see it right now. Um, Maybe if I write Mew futuristic, let's see what that gives us. 30, 25. I am seeing nothing. Damn, that would have been a cool card. I am seeing nothing here. So if you could let me know, let me look at the. Let me see. He is waiting for it to be delivered. That's just what he told me. Okay, 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 okay. I got you. I got you. So it's not listed. So there is no pre-sale price at the moment. It has not listed. So we'll find out when the time comes. I would say so, Kev. Rev, weak security, but 900 boxes is a lot of product to take. That's got to be a shipping container worth of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it got stolen, but I think he probably did something that he wasn't supposed to do with that, which was to start selling it. Now, I will say this. When we're talking about printing, like printing money, yo, this guy printed money, guys. Today alone, today. So he had one of those stupid spinning wheels, which is basically like gambling. You're trying to win at a chance. Guys, these bids were about, on average, were about $100 each, if not maybe 90, just being nice. But there were bids up to 150, $170, and there was a bunch at 100, I mean, a bunch at 70 to $80. So just being nice, $90 or $100. And there were 500 spins. 500 spins with only 30 binder collections available. 500 spins at $100, guys, is $50,000 today alone in one stream for 30 binder collections. So how many? I just happened to catch the last one. How many streams did this guy do? This guy made an incredible salary in a matter of weeks. He made someone's insane salary in a matter of weeks. It's insane. It fell off the truck. 3 Honda Civics with a dark green underglow. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one that does it. Those are promos, not in packs. I don't. I'm not sure about those the Mew and Mewtwo. I thought there were promos as well, so I'm not sure about that. That's what I thought too. I will say that I don't understand. I thought the UPC was going to have those special packs, and I thought I thought the UPCs had like those special packs in them. Did they not? Am I going crazy or what? Let me see. 30th celebration, UPC contents. Contents. All we're getting is pricing here. No. Does Poke Beach have what it comes? Here we go. Here's the image. Here we go. So now I want to know what this pack is for. Are we really getting them packaged differently? Because this guy was pulling classic collection cards, which means that Crystal Lugia, that Jungle Pikachu, the Magikarp. That isn't that supposed to be the classic collection pack? But he was pulling them out of regular packs, guys. So trying to understand like what I don't understand. Yeah, he's about to get suited to poverty. Bro, all I know is that like as I'm watching people bid, I was just thinking to myself, this guy is making so much money right now. Insane. But at the same time, I don't just blame him. I blame the people that are like, I don't know, like degenerates. Like, why are you paying so much for that? Like, I get it, getting it first. I don't know, man. Even if you got it first, I still wouldn't buy that card from you. That's just me. I'm not doing that at all. Let everyone focus on the 30th. I'm gonna buy other sets. 100%. Me too. Promos are Pikachu, UPC promos. Let them focus on the 30th. I'm locked in for GS, just singles at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pack that guarantees classic collection cards. So you're telling me that this pack will guarantee, right? This pack will guarantee a classic collection card or 3, but you could also possibly get them in the regular packs, because that's what I was seeing. I actually have it recorded. So classic collection pack, they can be pulled out of packs too, not exclusives. So what the hell's the point of this pack, man? Please, that makes no sense to me. What is the point of this pack? Why waste the time on this pack? Whatever. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Greed and the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. I've said this a million times. Yes. Get ready for more pre-orders this week. Yeah, hopefully we do. We can get more 30th at MSRP, because I've already voiced my opinion about it a million times. I am not buying into these prices. You know what I'm saying? So that pack has only classic collection cards. I just think it's a waste if you're going to put them in the regular packs. I think it's a little bit of a waste. But we'll see. We'll see. Tomorrow, I'm going to have some nice conversations with you guys about what I think is going to happen with the 30th. What are these cards going to be worth? That's going to be one of the questions in there. What are the cards going to be worth? Because, yeah, I'm going to leave that for the video tomorrow. You guys need to tune in. Drop a like on the stream if you guys haven't already. Dropped a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know why people watch me without subscribing, but they do. But yeah, there's so much to look forward to right now. So many different things happening. I can't wait. Like tomorrow, I'm looking for Pitch Black. Like I really am looking for Pitch Black tomorrow. Classic collection will be a harder pull. If he had 900 boxes times 5 packs, how many did he pull? You can get an idea of pull rates for it. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. So I normally do tally pull rates, but I'm not gonna lie, man, I didn't feel like it. But in reality, there was almost no need to tally. I usually tally every single pack, but I didn't do it. I apologize if that would make it a little better for you guys, but I think with what I've got, it's enough, to be honest. There will be millions of Pikachus, but not the main hits. Yeah, the Pikachus are in every single pack now. They do look amazing. The Pikachus look really, really good, but they're guaranteed in every single pack. Guaranteed in every single pack. Why? Uh, let's see. Oh, I don't remember my Facebook password. I'm trying to log into Facebook so I can see what's in my area. Cause here you go. I got it in. Let's go. I trust what you write down, bro. You sacrifice your time to get pull rates. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've done a ton of it in the past. In this morning, in reality, what was the reason why I didn't do the tallies this morning was because I was exhausted, man. I had to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch this guy, by the way. I did record a bunch. Like every time he had a binder collection, I recorded. But I'm not gonna make an hour long video because it literally adds up to that much time. So I'm just gonna have a few of the videos. I recorded him pulling the Magikarp and several other cards. I recorded him pulling the Pikachu. Um, so that's what I'm gonna be looking for. But just looking at like what's in my area for like Facebook, I'm gonna be looking tomorrow. We have prismatic SPCs for 250, right? I think they're being listed right now at 270. 267, just under 270. And of course, if you buy here, you're paying tax and shipping. 250 in hand, close by. Let's see. I am going to be looking for pitch black though, specifically. Pitch black 200. Of course, still cash 190. 190. So there are opportunities out there, and I haven't even specifically targeted pitch black. I haven't even put it into the search bar. Where is the? Oh, here we go. Pitch black, regular ETB 70. I don't need that in particular, but I do need those booster boxes, baby. Where we at? The bundle? Don't really need the bundle, just a booster box. 210 for the booster box. I'll see you later because people have them for 190. But this is what I'm going to be looking for. And individual boxes are 190 or 185 each if buying all. I have 6 boxes available. 6 boxes available, 190 or 185. I would offer him 180 if I was buying all 6. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like this is close to me. This is actually really close to me. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. This is what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. What is Chaos Rising at? If I look that up. ETBs, Pokemon Center ETBs. What do you got them at? Open to offers, but not looking for buyouts. I don't know what you're talking about. You only have 3 items. That's because he doesn't want to sell up percentages, but I guess you're going to be holding that thing. 150, not bad in my opinion for the PC ETBs. 150. I don't see any booster boxes though. 150 again. More at 140. Yeah, there are deals right now, guys. Everybody's trying to sell. Like he's got it at 200. No way. I would contact him and let him know what market price is like. If he doesn't want to sell it, he doesn't want to sell it. But most likely these guys paid 160, and they want to make some kind of money, so they'll hold. And at that point, I'm just going to tell you to hold. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to happen. I'm not going to sit here and tired of teens coming at me. What are you talking about? What teens are coming at you? Are you talking about karma? Are you talking about karma in the Discord? What is he saying? Uh, I don't see karma writing anything in the Discord, but you might be talking about karma. I'm not sure what you're saying there. Pitch Black popped up at 200, 185 in Brooklyn, in the borough next to me, but that's not so bad. Damn, this box looks horrible. It looks like it's been, I don't know, have a couple left. I hope it's not this one. 185 is not bad though. But I would also, like I said, reach out and let them know what market price is. People want to sell them, they do or they don't. What is perfect order going just to see what's happening? Perfect order. What do we got? 210? Yeah, okay. I would still hit them up. I would still contact them and let them know what market price is. Do you want to sell? Do you not want to sell? 220? Nope. 220. But this is also New York, guys. Like, this is what I have to deal with in New York. Like, people want every dollar possible. Yeah, I would still reach out to people and let them know what market price is. If they do not want to, take my offer, then it is what it is. But at least we're seeing SPCs at 250. 650 for the 3. Not worth. But in all honesty, what's so funny is that actually he would not know. The guy I returned those 2 PC ETBs is from Fresh Metals. So I was thinking he would know. But I forgot that the eBay that I was using has my fiance's name on it. So he would never know it was me. Anyways, he got really upset. The guy got so upset that I was returning those PC ETBs because one of them had damage, but I can't return one. I have to return both. That was the order. So the guy was unhappy that I was returning them, and he was accusing me of, of trying to scam him. And he was so adamant that I wouldn't be scamming him. So we'll see what happens. Rift bounce starting to move. Origin boxes over 300. That's crazy. But like I said in the Discord, like I wouldn't mind picking up some Riftbound, but I wouldn't do it because I don't know anything about Riftbound. And I hate going into something blind. I don't like going into anything that I don't understand. And I think that's what everyone should be doing. If you don't understand something, you should not be going into that at all. The only thing, like I said before, that I'm really looking forward to is the Naruto TCG next year. That's going to be insane. I think that one's going to go so crazy. Like the fan base that Naruto has, like, is so crazy. It really is. What's funny is some of the comments on the Facebook listings, people be mad at scalpers. Yeah, I don't really care about that. No, you're good. You're good, Constant. You're good. I'm on my phone and got fat. Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good, bro. You're good. Don't even worry about it. No need to apologize, man. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be looking forward to tomorrow. Definitely gonna be reaching out to some people, see if they're willing to, work with me. If not, then I'll just have to move on because like I said, in New York, it's just a totally different environment. And people don't want to settle, man. They don't. And for some reason they think, like, look, I'm seeing another listing, booster box 220 for Pitch Black. Sorry, but market is 200, bro. And I'm going to offer you 90 and tell you that market is 200. You take it or leave it. It's up to you. No problem. But these people most likely bought from the Pokemon Center, and they bought them for 161 plus tax, right? So they paid close to 180, and they don't want to let it go for any less. So I got a tag 10 Monkey Dory. I'm going in for the Shroud of Fable. Damn, you're slabbing up. You're slabbing up. Tag slabs are nice looking slabs. They are nice looking slabs. Just don't drop them, because then you're gonna be upset. Time to wheel and deal, brother. On to the next one if they don't want to make. Yeah, 100%. I'm just gonna shoot some offers and see what they say, and possibly like on the way home, because I'm taking the train home. Possibly on the way home, I'll just make some stops and pick that stuff up. Um, so hopefully it works out, But then I still, if they don't want to work with me, I'm not going to waste any time, because I want to rush home to make my video. It's usually what I do. I get home close to 5 p.m. And then by the time I shower, get the video ready, it's like 7, gets released earliest at 7 o'clock, 7:30. So I try to get to it as fast as possible. So I'm not going to allow people to waste my time either. Um, but yeah, this is where we are right now, man. Taking advantage of things right now, and also setting up for the future, because the Rayquaza set is where everyone should be at right now, especially like I said before, with what the 30th has given us when it comes to these inflated prices. Now that I'm mentioning that again, I want to look at the prices. Where have they fallen? The last time I looked at the prices was literally with you guys on Thursday. So it looks like these two are holding. And like I said before, I think that these stores are literally just throwing out the hook and seeing if somebody bites. That's literally what they're doing. And if you buy at these prices, it's a big, big W for them and a big L for you. So if you're buying, which I know it's not us, whoever's buying is helping maintain these market prices. But I wouldn't be surprised if these people are purposely buying from each other. That would not surprise me whatsoever. Like, it really would not. Like, if I was really, really anal about this stuff, then I would have literally jotted down all their quantities to see if they keep replenishing their quantities. But I'm not doing that. So these two are holding. PCTB still 600 on TCG Player, even though we saw it in the 300s on eBay. The regular ETB continues to drop. What's today? Today is the 26th. So 3 days ago, the 23rd, it was 214, 215, dropped down $7 more. Once again, the cheapest I have found these online are $175. 175 is the most affordable price I have found so far. If any of you guys have found these for a more affordable price, please let me know. Because that's definitely not within my price range. So these are the ones he was selling. They're at $207. And even though people were spinning the wheel for 100 to 150, you were not guaranteed. Whenever you did not hit, you literally got a Japanese Nihil Zero, which is perfect order pack, one pack. So people were literally pulling one single pack for 100 to $150, $170. It's insane. When that pack gets to their home, they must like me in tears. Karma, what is going on, bro? What up? What is going on? You made it here an hour and a half late. But yeah, that's where we're at with that right now. What else was I looking at over here? The Booster Bundles are 106. They didn't move much. Yeah. Still gonna stick to my guns. Just sticking to these two sets right here for now. Hopefully people work with me. Maybe even on eBay, one thing that I wasn't considering doing was looking on eBay, because you're paying tax and shipping. So I need to get to I really need to get into getting tax exempt, because that would really help buying on here. Uh, getting tax exempt with the attempt to resell, or with the intention of reselling, would allow me to not get taxed. So just looking on eBay real quick and seeing what the prices are like right now. Nothing too crazy on eBay right now. $200 basically for the boxes, 215, 200. $1,200 for the case, so there's no sealed premium there. You're buying each box at 200. This on bids, what's a 223? Who does this? Why would you bid and pay market or over market? Like there's no way, shape, or form that somebody can make that make sense to me. You go on an auction to get yourself a deal. These people are like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is the first box we're seeing under 200, but with shipping at 200. This box right here may go under 200, but with tax included, at some point you get pretty close. It'll be 185 with shipping. Yeah, it'll be basically, even at this price point right here, it'll be at $200. So yeah, eBay is not the way to go at the moment either. I think it's gonna have to be Facebook, and I'm gonna have to contact that guy that had the listing for 190. That is gonna be the best deal, 190, because I'm avoiding paying taxes right there. eBay will not be the way to go. Sorry, bro, and that being disrespectful. Gotta handle this uncorrect. Oh my god, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. That's why he said something. Where is he? He said right here. Look, I'm tired of teens coming at me. Well, he knows. I know that he knows you're just joking. But there was another guy that I'm pretty sure was a teenager. I think he was a teenager, and he was like going back and forth with Inept, but this guy wasn't someone who we exactly trusted. Daz Chino, what's going on, bro? Sup, Jay? Are most of you guys pre-ordering at GameStop? I have not pre-ordered at GameStop whatsoever. If I could have pre-ordered ETBs at GameStop, I would have. But I just never had the opportunity to. It was too out of the way for me. Yeah, GameStop locks on ETBs. They're done with that for sure. 300 is wild. Yeah. Last year I was buying singles on Facebook Marketplace, and this seller wanted 60% over market because he only wanted to trade, and at trade he takes at 80. Yeah, okay. I had to block him. Block who? You blocked Karma? He actually did. You blocked Karma for? Are you talking about Karma? Or are you talking about? Oh my god, he actually blocked him. Why? I thought you guys were joking. What is going on? I have not been looking at anything. I thought this was all jokes. I thought this was all jokes. That's exactly where we should keep it. None of it should be anything crazy like that, especially in my Discord. It should all be fun and games, and that's it. And if that's not good enough, then just don't do it at all. Do you think there's more people trying to actively crash the market or more trying to pump the market? I mean, in reality, there are more people, I think, trying to pump the market because there are more people holding. And I literally mean like stores are holding. All everyone who has any kind of allocations or distribution is holding. So they'd rather sell at a premium and not at a loss. Um, it's really people like us that want to, build some kind of a position or take advantage of an opportunity, or the average collector that just simply wants to rip, that wants the market to crash. But I think more people are trying to pump it because it's just like anyone else. Anyone holding something wants the value of that to be maintained, or for it to rise in value, right? Nobody wants any of their products to be losing value. He's actually jealous. My BJ said one thing that's out of pocket. At least, all right. At least Karma is apologizing. But for sure, that's definitely not the place for it. I mean, I've said it before. Um, we have a lot of great people in there, including both of you guys. So don't take things too far, or don't take things to heart. It really should not be that way. No need. Like we really have people out there that are uh, not the kindest people or not good people overall, that'll already try to mess with most of us, all the time. So crash is thrown out too much. This market is healthy. I'm up 70% in the last 3 months. Well, that's why You don't see I don't think any one of my videos I'm just gonna go to my videos real quick. I don't think let's see, my lives, um, yeah, one of my lives, actually, the thumbnail said, I'm still bullish," or something like that. I believe I was still bullish. Let's see. I think that thumbnail says "market shift." There was one thumbnail I made in on June 3rd. It said "market crashing?" question mark. And it was just questioning whether it's coming or not. That's the title. The title was "The Pokemon Market is Crash The Pokemon Market Crash is Coming?" question mark. Um, but I definitely have not once said that it was crashing myself. I'm just double checking. I'm pretty sure I haven't said that one time. Um, I don't know. I'm not so for the clickbait stuff. I'm more um into really just giving you exactly what I like want to give you. Whatever I present to you is literally what I want to give you in my video. So whatever my thumbnails say, it's what you're gonna get. My last thumbnail says then versus now. It's opportunities that were then, and these are the ones that are there now, for example. So yeah, it's clicks, clicks, likes, uh, just trying to get people to subscribe and things like that. Even though I do want that myself, but I do want it in an organic matter where people are happy with what they're seeing. It's not being clickbaited and things like that. Yeah, I respect you. I'm over it. My bad. There you go. That's it. 100% W. That's all it's got to be. There's no need for that. Like I said, inept has also been involved with guys that were not trustworthy. And for a second there, so was I. Even though I didn't disclose that in the Discord, it was happening in a different Discord. There are actually people out there that just want to, you know, ruin your reputation or your name, or you know. That's why I don't acknowledge that drama stuff. It's probably why they've left me alone, because I don't acknowledge them. I don't, you know. But besides that, I'm good on it. As I said before, I will leave it to the kids and the women to do all that drama stuff, Not trying to offend any women out there, but it's typically what in my experience I've seen. Snack bread, what is going on, brother? What is going on? Mario, what's up? What's up? Happy Sunday. Glad I was able to catch the live. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys taking the time to be here with me, to be honest. It's always a fun time. I always appreciate you guys. And it's I guess I don't say it enough. Like the people that are here, like I know that it's like all the guys that have been uh like great supporters of my channel. I was almost gonna say loyal, but I hate using that term. I was having a freaking discussion with YouTube support today, and they were talking about my loyal subscribers. I'm like, what do you mean loyal, man? Like that sounds like I don't know, man. It sounds weird to me. People are supporting my channel. Well, loyal sounds like I don't know. It sounds odd to me, but yeah, it doesn't get said enough. It's always I always notice the guys, man. So Jay, how long have you been investing for? I started holding sealed last January, so I'm up on a lot of the stuff that I have. Yeah, I'm up on a lot of the stuff that I have. I was ripping. So even like this channel, I originally started this channel ripping. I was ripping. Even listen, if I could right now, like if the stuff that I have never gaining value, let me rephrase that. Let me just start off with how everything happened. So in 2024, I was ripping, and I decided to make a YouTube channel with me ripping, sharing it with people. I thought it would be cool. I always wanted a YouTube channel. Um, I thought I would have a good time and I would really enjoy it. So I did start one, and I started off ripping, and that was fun for a while until everything started getting way too expensive. Like the average ETB was no longer MSRP. It was now $70, $80, 90, 100, and now if I rip an ETB to make a video, that video in reality now has a price tag. Now I have a $90 video because that's the product cost to make that video. So now every video had a price tag and it's just adding up and adding up. And then I'm realizing everything is rising in value. So then I started diving deep into like investing into it and like just doing homework and just I then saw like that there was a lot of potential in things. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start holding. Um, and it started off, it really started off with a Stellar Crown and Paradox Rift booster box that I meant to rip for my videos. Just so happened to be that I had changed my mind before I got to rip those boxes. So those were my first two boxes. I believe one of them was at like 110 and one was at 115. Um, and so I started there. Then Prismatic and everything else came along, journey together. I got myself a case journey together with some extra booster boxes. Um, I don't know. I like forget a lot of what I have. Like I really do. Um, this is what I'm saying. I think somebody, I think it was Dios. He was genuinely asking me like, isn't market watching the same as having like the collector app because you know what you have? I genuinely cannot remember everything that I have. Like even what's behind me now, I have to look back to look at how many booster boxes of each I have. Like Journey Together, I can remember that because there's a case plus two boxes, and we also ripped three other boxes. But outside of that, like I really have to try to remember what I have because I forget. Like I have the stuff that you see that's I guess like my display, but then behind the display there's boxes. Like that display is like a wall. And then there's boxes like the SPC cases, ETB cases, booster box cases, PC ETB cases, um, Mega Charizard UPC cases. Um, then there's a bin with I think I remember I have a Greninja UPC that's in there. I have like Crown Zenith Sea and Sky boxes. I have Prismatic 3-pack blisters in there. I have Paldean Face 3-pack blisters in there. I have I think 151 3-pack poster collection boxes in there. I have some Crown Zenith booster bundles in there. Um, I think I have some Chilling Rain collection boxes in there. Yeah, and then I have like this closet. Oh, I also have another bin with PCTBs, and then I have this closet with more PCTBs, a few more booster box cases. I have boxes with a whole bunch of loose packs that I bought for $4.50 uh, in January. So there's an LGS that's not too far away from me. It's definitely not walking distance though. There's an LGS not too far from me that has a whatnot channel, and they were originally auctioning off sealed, which was amazing. Um, I got a Paldea Evolved booster box from them for 170. I got Paldean Fates ETBs at $70 from them. Like I got some really, really nice deals from them selling off sealed. So then they started selling off packs. Like there's certain days they changed things up. So they were selling, Silver Tempest booster packs. So I bought a ton of those at 450. And I've actually like, even though I have a lot of packs, I've ripped a lot of what I have, to be honest, because I really do enjoy ripping. So I have a whole bunch of those. I have a whole bunch of loose Crown Zenith packs. I have a whole bunch of loose Brilliant Stars packs, Scarlet Valley Base, How They Evolved, Stellar Crown. Um, I feel like I'm missing something. I can't remember. I don't know, but it's a lot. Like I really have to sit here and think, and there's no way that I can sit here, try to remember everything, and then calculate everything. So I really don't keep up with everything that I have. I don't know what my collection value is. And honestly, I don't care to know it. I really feel like um people really, really get um it's so easy to say, wow, I spent 10K and now I'm at 40K. I'm up 300%, sell it. Let's sell it. You know, um, that's just how I feel about it. So I feel like it's so easy to, you know, just have that influence you in that way. That's awesome though. Yeah, I started off ripping too, just for myself, got nothing good, and made my way to the bright side investing. Right. You know what it is, man? Sometimes you rip and you really do regret ripping because you get smoked sometimes. Like I ripped several Sea and Sky boxes for a video. And in those videos, I got smoked. And Crown Zenith is something that you typically get a hit in almost every single pack. And I got absolutely smoked. And I was like, wow, wow, I can't believe it. It was supposed to be like a really fun video, and it didn't turn out to be that way. Yeah, it's easy to forget, especially if you have a bunch of SKUs. Yeah, and it's all random stuff too, you know. So um it is really, but I like it that way. I do. I don't want to be looking at no collector app or a shiny app. It's not, I think that it doesn't make sense to do that. One day when I do need to see what I have, I'll take the time to look through everything when the time is right, when it's necessary. Chaos ETBs are one of the best looking boxes. Chaos Rising, the PC ones or the regular ones? Which ones do you like better? Pitch Black is a nice looking ETB. It's decent. It's decent. Jay, you ripping any Chinese boxes on stream tonight? No, I don't have any tonight to rip. I did order one, because I don't really have chases right now in the Chinese market. I do like the um the evolutions, like the Sleeping Umbreon. I like the Leafeon that's on the tree. I like that like Eevee, but they're decent. And even though they're the chases in there, like if you look at the values of these cards, let me look it up real quick. I'm gonna look up what's the value of the Chinese Umbreon. Chinese Gem Pack Volume 2. Is that the number? 615? Yes. So sorry, let me just show you guys. I am on price charting. I don't know if it's on TCG Player or not. Actually, let me see if it is on TCG Player. I don't see it pop up. No. So in a 10, it's 913. Ungraded sold listings 220, 230. Now, what is the Gem Pack Gem Volume 2, I believe? Booster box. This thing is like lagging today. Why is it's not finding it? Oh, that's why it took so long. I couldn't find it. So the box is at 100 right now, 96, 70. So the pricing isn't bad. What does bother me the most about this is that like the faking of the Chinese boxes. So now I got to find the reputable seller. Like that's a pain, like that's what's bothering me the most. It's not bad at 100. I mean, it kind of is. These were like $40. Um, See, like you don't even know if this is an honest seller. 1751. I don't even feel confident. They make so many of these fake boxes. I don't know if it's worth, 64. You see, like located in China, that's for sure a no go. 873. You see, like one of the things that I learned about Chinese is that even though it's not always the case. Was that an ambulance? I don't know if you guys heard that. So like when this seam is incredibly straight, they tend to be like the boxes tend to be fake. It does look like it has these little perforated holes though, somewhat, to help, I guess, show that it's real. Uh, Even like this looks a little fake. It's hard to tell. The plastic looks like really stiff and tight, usually indicates that it's fake. So it's hard, man. This is what discourages me when it comes to buying these things, you know? Unless like I know a seller, like maybe if I go to like Retrospect, if he has some Chinese boxes, um somebody that I know, or maybe Poke and things like that. You see like you see these wrinkles? These wrinkles are supposed to be there. That plastic is supposed to be so soft that when it comes around the corners, it has those wrinkles. And a lot of these boxes that we're seeing here are so tight, they don't look legit, you know. And then the ones that do look legit, they say from China and they say 70 and $65. So then that's alarming. You know, it's like, who do you trust? Look how tight that looks. No wrinkles. 62 located in China. 90. Same thing. 866. No, like some wrinkles there actually. Some. I don't know, but it's always like a question, you know. Like I don't know who to trust, who not to trust. So it makes it so that I don't buy these boxes. I would love to rip some of these Chinese boxes if I could find a legit guy. I would do that. Um, I would like to go back to the guy that I bought those other boxes from. Those were for sure legit. Clearly, I pulled the Cubone, the Gengar, and the Cerulege, which was crazy to pull that out of 5 boxes. 3 exclusives is nuts. Last I saw, the guy was selling the one with that exclusive ponytail, which I'm not fond of it. So he had those available. When others come available, like they will have more exclusives eventually. So when better ones come, I'll buy from him again because he didn't have those available, unless I go to one of the LGSs over here. So that's the only way. Phantasmal ETBs are fire to me. They are. I think I have one up there. I mean, you can't see it, but I have one up there in the acrylic, one of the PC ETBs. It is like a really cool looking ETB. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's why, but that's also why the regular ETBs are selling. This is why the regular ETBs have the price point they have. You know, um, normally an ETB like that one with a top heavy chase usually does not do that well. The booster box can do well usually, it usually does, but the regular ETBs don't. Look, the regular ETBs at $154. It's usually not the case. For sure, man. But it's also nice reassurance to see sometimes that you're investing is paying off. Yeah, but in reality, I know that it's paying off. Like we all know that Pokemon is doing so well, especially if you were able to buy things at decent prices, uh, or at MSRP. Or to be honest, if you bought something at almost any price point last year, you're up. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, some people, for example, like they'll say things that are not accurate just to sound like they're right. Right. So if we look at, and I'm going to do this, for example, I'm going to do this without saying names. I'm going to try to look this up on price charting too before I. Oh, set category. I'm looking for the ETB, for the prismatic ETB. No problem. I'll just write it in then, I guess. I have to write in the whole thing. Oh, I misspelled it. Such a loser. Let's see. All right. The ETB. It's showing that it's at 156 right now on eBay. Um, going to click on all, so it shows all of the history on there. And right, so without mentioning names, just so things fit, their narrative when they want to, make a video. If you bought Prismatic Evolutions at any price point last year, you're up. Prismatic Evolutions was topping out at 140 last year. 140. We're at 168. Nothing within the last year exceeds this price point or even the price points that we're having right now. Right now, this only shows you the last year. If we look at it in price charting, we're all the way back in January 2025. At no point did that price point go above where we were, even though some people, and I will not say names because they're clowns anyways, claim that people are down because they bought Prismatic last year at $170. There was no time last year where Prismatic was selling for $170. It was just a straight up lie. I've seen it. I've seen it being said. Like, I've actually seen it. Like I said, I'm not going to call out names, but that's just an example, right? Like, anything you bought last year, I can't think of a single thing that you could have bought last year. Maybe you guys can think of one thing. I don't, outside of singles, that you could have bought last year. Not a single set that I can think of. Actually, I think I just thought of one. And that's Surging Sparks, because he got that huge reprint in August. And that's the only reason why that happened. I think we were at like 330, or were we? Nope, I'm wrong. We were exactly where we are now, 301. So now you made your money back. You're neutral if you bought at this point. Not even. That was after the reprint, actually. Why did people buy? I don't know. Before that, somewhere, it was also in the 300s before the reprints, for sure. This is the only box that I can think of that you were possibly down on. Everything else, that's it. Everything else is up. So, I mean, we all know that it's up right now. So get your stuff into collector and let's see it on live. Oh my God. Nah, I'm good. I'm going to keep, even as I keep on continuing to increase my collection, to grow my collection, I'm going to keep on keeping it this way. I really do like it this way. I really think that sometimes when you look at the value of things, you consider selling. People do it all the time. There's people at work that look at the way that the value of their homes have increased in the past several years, and then they're talking about now, like, selling their house and moving to another state. It's like an itch, sometimes. So I regret it big now. My ripping phase with Evolving Skies, like 100 packs, and I got nothing at all. Wow. That was back when you could find the rare Evolving Skies at MSRP at Walmart. That's sick. That's sick. So you were in before me. I wish I was in around that time. But then again, it's not like I would have been holding sealed, honestly. Unless I would have came across the information, and the information did seem like it was worth doing, like if it was convincing to me, then maybe. But I probably would have did the same thing, bro. Before I started holding sealed, I ripped a lot. I did. Boxes that are valuable, Blooming Waters boxes, like a bunch of them, a bunch of Crown Zenith booster bundles. Me and my fiance ripped a ton of Crown Zenith booster bundles, and those things are like really expensive right now. Like, we ripped a lot of them. Like, we could have like almost triple the amount of what I have right now. If I go over to Crown Zenith real quick, just to see, Scalarian Gallery, only the singles. Go to Crown Zenith real quick. I don't know why they removed the image and never put it back. And we look at the booster bundles. What is a booster bundle at? Where are you? A booster bundle is $217. I think they pulled back a little bit. They did not pull back. I'm wrong. They did not pull back at all. $217, and I could probably have triple the amount of what I have right now. Ripped a whole bunch of Blooming Waters collection boxes as well, like valuable stuff. Sea and Sky boxes are also still really valuable. What is a Sea and Sky box at right now? Sea and Sky, where are you? So it's not here. I'm gonna have to search it up. Man, I wish I had some snacks. 374 for a Crown Zenith Sea and Skybox. Telling you, man, we would both be up big. The new Sylveon from the Chinese set is clean AF. You like it that much? I didn't. I don't have anything against it. Um, but I don't like that set just has the one chase, and I don't want to pull a Chinese prismatic evolution card. I don't. I kind of forgot what the card looks like. I do remember liking it a little bit. Um, I don't remember. I don't remember loving it though. I want to find a better image if we have one. Yeah, this card right here. I don't absolutely love this card. It's a nice card. I just don't love it. I don't like actually love the card like that. It looks like it's a little faded, like a little, I don't know, like dull. Like it should be popping a little more when it comes to the color. It's not horrible though. The 30th anniversary Sylveon though that's a banger. That's a nice Sylveon. I saw that one get pulled today as well. That's a nice one. Chaos Rising PCTB looks better, but the regular is good as well. The color splash is tropical. Yeah, I love it. I think I showed them the last time here. I think um somebody last Sunday was asking about buying the pitch black. I think she was saying she wanted to buy the pitch black PCTBs at 100. Um I mean they could age well, but I do like the Chaos Rising PCTBs better because they're display items. That's what they're going to be. If we're being honest, they're display items. Neither box has promos worth grading that people like. So as a display, I think the Chaos Rising PCTB is much better than the pitch black one. So that's that. Did you guys notice? The camera should be at a much better quality, video quality. I I guess I caved in by mistake. I paid for the year subscription for this site, which was limited me to, I think they were limiting me to 20 hours a month streaming, and they were only allowing me to stream in 720p. Now, the increase in video quality isn't insane. It's only up to 1080p. That's the most they do. But the little logo that's usually on like right here, there's usually like a little duck right here. It's gone clearly because I paid for the subscription. But I hope you guys notice the difference. Let's test the difference with a Chaos Rising PCTB. Here we go. So yeah, I do love this ETB. I think this ETB is amazing. And as I was saying before, if somebody really wanted to, they could just flip it and display it like this. Like this is pretty cool as well, right? So I think it's a really cool ETB. I really do. Like this one, the original, the regular one is nice, but this one is so much better. It really is. Really cool ETB. I can actually see that it looks really good on the with like the video quality. I guess maybe not really good, but it looks a lot better than whatever it was before. The Chinese boxes are crazy. Like, yeah, go ahead and buy those $50 boxes, have them resealed. You want the real box, buy box 100. Yeah, but even the boxes that are listed at $100 could be fake. The problem is that the people that are selling these boxes originally had to get them from China anyways. They needed a Chinese distributor. And a lot of these people don't know whether um a lot of these people don't know whether they're real or not. They're just buying them from the distributor and they sell them. That's all. Hey yo, they're coming for your ass, Jay. Who's coming for me? Who is coming for? Please let me know. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the. I see what you're saying now. The ambulance. Damn, that must have been crazy loud because I have like noise canceling filters on the mic so that you guys don't hear everything. Of course, I have like if I bring up the mic, right, I have like this popping thing here so that like it doesn't disturb the mic, and I have the other cushion on top as well, just to like help reduce all those other random noises that could possibly be coming in from the background, on top of like the filter that you use when you put on to hear. So I wasn't surprised because that was really loud. And if you guys heard it, you guys can only imagine how loud it was right here. Yeah, if them wrinkles are not on the box, it's fake. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what you're supposed to look for is the wrinkles on the box. If you were to touch them in hand, you should be able to shift that plastic like incredibly easy. It should not be difficult for you to shift up. As a matter of fact, I did order one from Whatnot. I don't think it's arrived yet. I did order I think a Gem 5. I only ordered one Gem 5. I don't remember what the exclusives are in the Gem 5 box. Let me look them up. Maybe I'll want more. I do know that there's another Captain Pikachu. So if I do like the other exclusives, if they do have, I think they have a Florigato, they have a Crocolore one. I hate Crocolore's design. Fuecoco's cool. Crocolore looks like shit. And then Quaxwell, which also looks like shit. So I think those are exclusives. I think they probably remade all of them in that box. Yeah, they did. They did. Um, okay, that's weird. Let's see if I can find a list with the exclusives, the simplified Chinese. Okay. Yeah. So I would not mind whatsoever pulling this card right here. This is a really nice card. Why would it let me click on the card? Not even to let me zoom in, but to make it smaller. It's literally bigger right here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would not mind pulling this card whatsoever. Captain Pikachu's really cool. I guess you have the Hisuian or whatever Growlithe. Um, the Shinji Magneton is here as well. Chansey. But where are the Horsey, Sunflora? See, I don't like that all these illustration rares are here because that means there's a decent chance you're going to pull one of those. And it's not what I want. Skarmory, Houndoom, Fanfi. Where are the other exclusives? Vibrava. Where are they? Wow, there's a lot of random illustration rares in here. But they do have the other exclusives outside of that Captain Pikachu. Here it is. Here is Lico and Florigato. This is probably the best one for me. I think this would be the best one outside of Captain Pikachu. And look, Crocodile is just an ugly looking Pokemon, man. Like this, he's so ugly. That's Roy and Crocodile, and damn, I forgot her name, and Quaxwell. Look at these. Who like what's up with these Pokemon, man? I don't like these two, but I would settle for the Florigato and the Captain Pikachu. I have to refund like 3151 surprise boxes to get one legit one. That's insane. That's sick. Which I had to pay up for it too. That's crazy. Priz was honestly touching 200 before the reprint. When? Oh, recently. This is recent. You're talking about in recent times. People were buying early last year around May for like 140, and people were trashing them nonstop, buying at 130, 140. So that's really what I'm talking about. Crispy Sunset Greninja, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I just watched Poke Profit. He bought the 1080 update too. Seems like you guys both jumped in that deal. They had so last week they offered me. Well, sorry, earlier this week I noticed they offered me a deal. They were offering 40% off, and it was coming out to like $496 because the full price is like 800 and something dollars. And then it was supposed to end today, and I did not expect anything else to come from it. Then next thing you know, I get another deal today, and it's 50% off. So it went down from 490 something to like 4 I forgot, 13, 403. I don't remember. I think there was a 3 involved in there somewhere. But whatever. I didn't really think of it as a big deal. I wanted to click on it. You know how normally you go to do something and you press upgrade, but then it asks you to confirm? That's what I was expecting. I clicked upgrade and it literally just upgraded me. So, yeah, it was kind of done by mistake, but it is what it is. It's cool. I was already debating it anyways. Surfer Greninja, yeah. Hey, did you see the execute leaked? That's I think that's fake. That's fake. That's AI. I think I saw it. I think as I was searching for the Mew here, I wasn't sharing the screen, and I'm pretty sure that I saw there was like a Charmander and an execute that was created, and they're fake. And the person that had posted it said, "Yes, these are fake, but it's cool to know that we have this new rarity, blah blah blah, whatever." Um, so maybe I'll find it again. I just saw the Chinese exclusive Chandelure. It was the one exclusive I didn't want. I would have really, really liked the Meowth though. That would have been nice. Let's see, where are we? If you guys do like look at things, if you do watch things on Instagram and TikTok, look me up. I'm there. For sure. Look me up, follow, like the videos if you prefer to do that, or just from here, forward, maybe you guys would like to do something like that. Help me out a little bit. Or maybe you'll just enjoy the content there because clearly I can't post the same content there as I do here, so it has to be different. Let's see. I So yeah, I did see that fake post. I guess it's gone. I can't find it anymore. And it was random. It was random. So the guy did pull this card. Was this a different guy? So this card was pulled, guys. This Mewtwo. This might have been a different guy. Oh, it's the same guy. Same guy. He has a Pokeos thing there. He's been having it there the whole time. Unless it was just a one of their other whatnot channels. Maybe they have more than one. You see what I'm saying? I thought that was a promo in the UPC. I don't understand what's happening. Like I don't get it. I thought it was. Maybe it was just something that was revealed. Maybe it's only the Umbreon and the Espeon. I guess a Mewtwo is not, that. You know what I did not see? I did not watch this right here. The actual card. This card came out like really nice. Really nice card. Like the gold glitter. I really do like this gold glitter. Really cool look. Yeah, nice card, man. 30th is looking good. The Gengar, same guy, Poke Oz underscore hits. All right, brother. I don't want to hear you. Beautiful. I love this Gengar card, man. That thing looks so cool. That looks so cool. Nice. So yeah, so many cards have been pulled, man. And the one fake when you want to find the fake one, you don't find it. When you don't want to find the fake one, you find it. But yeah, just seen the pick pop up. Didn't read it. LOL. Bet we're gonna see a whole bunch of AI stuff. Yeah. What's funny is that Inept, who's still here, actually has like this thing that identifies whether something is AI or not, which is pretty cool. I think he showed the Charmander in our Discord, and it showed that it was like it showed like it noticed 85% of it was AI. So basically declaring that it is AI. Pikachu's in the UPC. Okay, so not the Mew. Not the Mewtwo, I mean. Okay. I think that Lugia might be my chase after that's I've been saying it. I've been saying it. That's gonna be the top card there. Second to that, probably the Prime Gengar. When it comes to the classic collection cards, I think at a certain point in my mind, it's almost like I've divided classic collection from the original cards to this set. It's so hard to like rank them and mix the classic collection up with the like new originals for this set because we have some real nice cards as well. Like that Mew, the Mew, I can't decide. Like when it comes to the other ones that are not part of the classic collection, I can't decide whether my chase would be the Mew, the Gengar, or the Sylveon. The Sylveon looks really nice, like really nice. But it's so hard, man. Then you start diving in a little more, and you start realizing the Pikachu's look really nice. The set's just really good. But for sure, the classic collection that'll be my freaking chase for sure. That Crystal Lugia just looks too good. Day and night UPC will have the Pikachu that looks like Mew. I got you. I got you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I like them a lot. These half arts get no love from me. I like them though, bro. I like them. Yo, Kevin, just don't. Uh, I want to remind you that I did not forget about trying to do the reaction to that Logan Paul video. I was setting myself up for it, but I was busy today. I have other videos that are more pressing, I think. But I still am planning to do it. I'm gonna give it a shot. It's gonna be really hard. I'm really that video he put out is an hour long. I'm gonna have to condense my video to like 15 minutes long. I was like looking up information on it, and if you Google something, I'm pretty sure you realize that Google's AI now. So it basically told me that if I spend more than 15 minutes doing the reaction video, YouTube is gonna flag me for copywriting for a copywriting strike. So um I have to do my best to keep it at like 15 minutes or less. And then it was even saying to pause the video every 10 or like 15 seconds. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go search up other reaction videos and see how other people do it because I that's something that would be really, really new to me. But I do want to try it though. Did anyone see how often classic collection cards were being pulled in that stream? I did watch it. I'm gonna have a video tomorrow. I don't want to give away. You know what? There's only 20 of you guys in here. So, right, there's only 21 of you guys. Okay, so still support my channel, please. Watch my video tomorrow. Like, comment, watch all the way through. Don't pause and leave it because that hurts the algorithm for some reason. You can't if you like leave if you're watching a video and you like leave the app, that apparently hurts the algorithm, like my algorithm. And it just hurts the video growth or whatever. So after watching hours of this guy ripping cards, the pull rates are so freaking easy. Let me see. Let me just show you right here real quick. I watched him pull so many cards. One of which was this card, which is why I'm saying that it's such a nice card. Look at this Sylveon. Bang, that card is beautiful. Guys, all right. This is how easy the pulls work. Why are you calling it a stoner Mew? That's a sleepy Mew. It's not high, it's sleeping. Sorry, I'm digging into a bag of cookies. I'm hungry and I can't really eat a meal and be live. So this is how good the pull rates were. Are you guys ready? He was ripping binder collections and they had a 5 packs each. Within every single binder collection, there was always at least one hit. That pull rate is much better than anything that we've experienced in like recent times. Within every binder collection, there was one hit, guys. At least minimum one illustration rare. In some cases, illustration rare and a SIR. In other cases, a classic collection card and an IR. Like, that's a lot for what this set has, right? So the point of tomorrow's video is like, will these pull rates like diminish the value of the sealed product? Because we've seen it happen time and time again where people don't like easy pull rates, so they write off the sets and they say that they're not going to be worth investing and that they're just too easy to pull. Um, so yeah, and those videos I showed you guys are this is the same person. This one person, this one singular person has pulled all of these cards. All those Pikachus, the Mewtwo, the Mew, the Crystalugia. I watched him pull the Palkia level X. I watched him pull several Jungle Pikachus, several different illustration rares, or SIRs as well. Like every single binder collection had one like major hit that is like nice of the set. Like normally, guys, if you look at pull rates, even for sets like Phantasmal, which is Perfect Order, Phantasmal, Chaos Rising, Pitch Black, as I said before, if you look at the set list and it has like it's like 1 out of 70 something or 1 out of 80, I believe that's what it was. These smaller sets, they just have 1 out of 80 for SIRs, so it's easy to remember that. In those sets, when it comes to the pull rates, because I've done pull rate videos for those, tallying up like thousands of freaking cards, the pull rates are 1 in 9 for an illustration rare, right? 1 in 9 for an illustration rare in the smaller sets that we've experienced, being Pitch Black, Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, Phantasmal. Now, in this, we're getting something within 5 packs, guys. Every single binder collection had something. Every single one, without a doubt. Every time. Let's see. Oh, of course. I forgot. He also pulled this while I was watching. The Magikarp. Just nonstop hits, guys. Like every binder collection was a hit. As a matter of fact, let me see something. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of of one of my recordings that is going to be playing in the background tomorrow. If I can find it, it should be here. I should have renamed the file, but I didn't. Let's see if it just like reorganizes itself because I have a whole bunch of stuff loaded into this memory bank. Let's see. Okay. Which is this one? So, which is this one here? Right. So, as a matter of fact, no, minimize, man. What are you doing? So, this is one. I can't remember which one this is. I was trying to find the Palkia level X one. This could be that one. Let me see. I'm just trying to let's read the comments. Gengar and Stoner Mew, right? I watched all your thank you concept. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Crazy Heat, Cookie Monster. It's a great set, bro. And like it really is a good set. It is a fire set. I thought it was Beam Me Up Mew or something. It looks like it's falling asleep to me. It looks like it's just falling asleep. I personally like the odd set having easy pull rates. I love pulling a huge value chase, but sometimes you just want to. Yeah, for sure. I agree 100%. I like this set should be for the collector, like at heart. Like, yes, I always talk about investing, but in reality, what I really in the perfect world scenario, I would love to have some to put away, but I also would like to have a bunch to rip. And right now, it just doesn't look like an option right now. Like it sucks, but it doesn't look like an option at all. I'll take some nice hit rates over prismatic hit rates any day. Yeah, me too, for sure. So let's see. Let me try to. Wow, this thing just like caught up real slow. I can't remember what he pulled in this one, but like I said, I don't even remember which video this is. But as I said, you'll see. Without me having cherry picked, there's going to be a hit in here, regardless of what it is. But I think it's the Palkia one. Actually, I think it's not the Palkia one. We'll see. And I'm sorry that I don't have the volume on because I did figure out how to do the volume, but he has music playing in the background, and I'm gonna get a copyright strike for it. So it doesn't even make sense to do it. And once again, this guy is literally the most annoying streamer I've ever seen. He is so loud; it's not even funny. Like half of the stream is him talking shit about having this product first before anyone else. Annoying, like actually loud while doing so. So the energies all look amazing. The energies, every single energy looks amazing. My bad. I was putting up the brightness. Like, look, for this, he got loud for this. Just in the X, he got loud for it. And again, the Pikachus, they're in every single pack, but they look amazing. Thank you for being here, bro. In all honesty, like this is how I am with like a gift. Like I have something I bought for my brother, and it's supposed to be for his birthday, and I bought it in advance, and his birthday's in December, and I'm like itching to give it to him. And this is how I am with everything. I always like give everything away early. So but this is just proof that the pull rates are insanely easy. First off, you already got an EX. An EX is technically a hit. Yeah, I do like the energies. Another EX. 2 packs back to back, an EX. That's not normal. The pull rates are plentiful with this set. All right. 2 hits in 5 packs. And sorry, in 2 packs. Snack bread. No, those cards look amazing. I can't wait not to find any. That's too funny. Bro, hopefully we truly do get our hands on this stuff, man. I mean, yeah, Kev, for sure. That there's always going to be a chance, right? You're looking to pull a specific card. It's always going to be tough. The set is pretty large, right? So of course, if you're trying to do that, yeah. Oh hell yeah, yeah, for sure. But you know what? So in reality, no. Selling this early there's such a high premium on this. Seti, I don't know if you were here earlier, but this guy isn't just selling them; he's running them off of a wheel. So on the wheel, there was 500 attempts, and was that a third EX? I wasn't even paying attention. But yeah, I think that was a third, another hit in 3 packs. In reality, that's a hit. So he had a wheel with 500 attempts, and they were all going for like 100. On average, I believe it was $100. So 500 spins at $100. It was $50,000 that went into this one stream. Just about 50, if not 45,000. This guy made a ton of money. He's not losing out one bit with these top loaders and sleeves. Let's see. I thought this was the Palkia level X, but it might be the next video that I had. Which, if you guys want to see that one, I'll play it as well. But this is going to be in tomorrow's video. No. Another EX. So even though we didn't get an illustration rare or SIR, we got 4 EXs in 5 packs. That's usually an EX is usually 1 in 5 packs. Keep that in mind, guys. 1 in 5 packs. Now, do you guys want to see the Palkia level X? If you guys want to, I'll play the other one. I don't want to bore you guys. I don't know if you guys are. I am getting close to ending the stream. It is 11:23. I have to go to bed for work. So if you guys want me to play the next video, I'll play the next one, and then we can call it after that. You guys let me know what you want to do. The Palkia looks pretty good as well. Honestly, all the collection cards, all the classic collection cards look really good. Let me know, guys. Do you guys want the other video or no? Yo, Mario, take care, bro. Have a good night, man. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate it. All right, then. So we're cool. All right, Concept. Thank you for being here, guys. So we're going to call it here. I have already been streaming for 2.5 hours. I appreciate you guys being here. As always, thank you guys. Have a great night. I hope you guys have a great day at work tomorrow because we all got to be there. I've seen enough. Yo, these cards look good, man. Like, I would like to attempt to buy, but I would not go on that wheel. Like, I would rather just pay, but I would not do what these guys are doing. Like, it was insane. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for being here, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the video. It will be basically on this. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. And let me know in the comments. Don't forget, guys, definitely let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about these easy pull rates. And yeah, guys, leave a like here as well in the live if you can. I appreciate it. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there. Peace.